obvious. It's cool that you copy us. In cahoots with the mafia. The art of make is over Boskia. Hold me on that. Put it there, hold me on that. I'm from a whole nother batch. Your people will influence you. You know me from that. A homie on that. Your ego. Knock it back.
Sup guys, how we doing? And welcome back to another YouTube video. So the edit you just saw there was from Ben Barber Fitness. That was on his YouTube channel from the meetup last weekend. So if you haven't watched this YouTube video, I'm going to leave the description and the link below. Head over to Ben's channel. He produced some fantastic videos, and especially this one, like the edit in this is absolutely crazy. So in today's video, I'm going to go through my top tips on how to grow your legs. My legs aren't fantastic, but in terms of kind of where I was to where I am now, they have progressed over time. But first, I'm going to go straight into today's leg session. So I'm going to talk over my lower A session. So here are 5 things that I suggest we're looking to do when you're looking to grow your legs. The very first one is frequency. So are you training your legs a minimum of twice a week? Sometimes you might have a training split that might be slightly different, but trying to get it in at least twice a week. So the second point is going to be focusing on compounds. There's nothing wrong with a leg extension or a hamstring curl, anything like that. But are you prioritizing your squats, your deadlifts, hip thrusts, lunges, all these kind of movements that are really going to affect and help kind of your legs grow? So the third point that I'm going to make is, are you progressively overloading? And this is basically in all your lifts, especially the compounds I mentioned before. So buying yourself a logbook, tracking your lifts is a great way of measuring progress. You don't necessarily have to buy a logbook or track your lifts or anything like that, but especially I do recommend it for anyone that's sort of starting off, tracking your lifts, knowing exactly what you're doing going into the gym. So the fourth point that I'd like to make is, are you applying time under tension? So are you controlling the eccentric phase? So this will definitely apply for any kind of like leg extension, any kind of hamstring curl. Are you controlling that weight, or are you letting other body parts take over? So you'll probably see on YouTube like people going crazy on leg extension and doing crazy amount of reps and sets. Volume is very important, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like this. Make sure you're controlling that weight. Think about what you're actually trying to contract and purely focus on that muscle. So the fifth and final point that I like to make is, this will take time. So it's a bit different to if you're training your arms or anything like that. You probably see a pump quicker. With legs, it's a bit more challenging because you only really kind of see the kind of muscle that you've grown after you've kind of leaned down a little bit. So that's one thing that I would suggest, is just accept that it takes a little bit more time. So that little clip that you saw just then, that was actually Mitch's video, which was just dropped from last weekend at BodyFix Gym. Again, another high quality video. I know I was there, but these guys are incredible edits and incredible YouTubers. Highly recommend checking them out. Again, I will leave the link in the description below. So guys, they're my 5 main tips when looking to grow your legs. Like I said earlier, I haven't got the biggest legs in the world, but this is what has worked well for me. This is what I do with my other clients. This is what I suggest. This is how I kind of structure a kind of leg session. This is what I look out for. And like I said, this is what I think has worked really well. So just to sum up, the 5 main points to consider when looking to grow your legs. The very first one would be frequency. Number 2 is focusing on heavy compounds. Number 3, progressively overloading over time, whether that's sets, reps or weight. So number 4 is applying time under tension. And finally, number 5 is it takes time. Just like any other kind of muscle group, but perhaps with your legs, you perhaps won't always see them kind of develop the way that perhaps your arms will. So just understand that this is a long-term goal. So with this, once you start doing legs, you can't expect like your legs to kind of develop overnight or in the next few weeks. You have to understand that it does take a bit of time. That being said, the best thing I'd suggest doing right now is start doing the compounds that I suggested, the squats, deadlifts, hip thrust, lunges, all of those. Start perfecting that form and then start progressive overloading with those weights. So if you haven't checked out my podcast already, please go ahead and do so. It can be found both on here on YouTube, also on iTunes. If you do watch on YouTube, please leave it a like and a comment if you like the video, and the same applies with podcast. If you like it, give it a like, give it a rating. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.